Welcome to Random Replay Review, Episode 1. This is a series that I'm going to do because I'm very bored at the moment and aren't many games happening, so I'm just going to look through my replays folder and just like commentate and talk about random games that I find. The only rule is that it can't be a game that I've already posted on my channel or that other people have posted for other reasons. Like con games probably are a good example of that for other people. So yeah, just gonna be random games. Hopefully they're pretty good. 1v1s for now. Don't really want to do 2v2s because too much stuff happens a lot of the time. So I'll just like randomly sorted by name here. I'm just gonna like go somewhere and then check something like that, or like that. So basically that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stop. But it can't be like this is a game from the new mini tournament. Too recent. Okay, we could do this. What's new? Minia Lusitani. Odrissi and Lusitani. This could be no, I know what happens in this game. It's not good. How about this? Rush well and win. That seems interesting. Let's go with that. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure I know what happens in this game, but yeah, me and Ragnar were testing this matchup, Nervii versus Carthage. I mean, Rag had Nervii in the con, did he? Or was it Cephalo? No, no, Rag had Colchis. So, Cephalo had Nervii in the con, and I had Carthage, so we were just looking at this matchup. It's a pretty interesting one. We were testing out a bunch of different styles, but this is a very kite-heavy army from Ragnar. Yeah, so we can go over the armies quickly. I brought a pretty standard Nervii army. I have 2 Ghost Sworn here, 4 heavy Mighty Horse, Fierce Sword, Fierce Sword, Fierce Sword, and 1 Celtic here, 4 Slingers, 3 Javcav, and I have Spear Brother, and Spear Brother. So pretty normal army, I would say. You got the infantry power of the 2 Oaths and the 3 Fierce, 1 Celtic only, but that's fine since you have 2 Oath Sword, obviously. The Fierce Swords are a bit weak. I mean, that's definitely the weakness for Nervii, that their mid-tier infantry is so volatile, with only 45 armor, and very easy to get charged and die. But the rest of the army is pretty solid, as you would expect. Ragnar brought a very kite-heavy army, and it's definitely why the replay is called Rush Well and Win, because I'm definitely going to have to be rushing here. He has 2 Numidian Nobles on the flank, something that I experimented with quite a bit in the con. Very fun to use these guys, really. Then here he has up front 3 Libyan Hoplites, just as a fodder unit here, 3 Samnites, 3 Celtics here. You can see he keeps 1 reserve here, which can be useful when you're kiting because you don't want units to break through, because then they can just pressure the slingers. He has 3 Balearics and 1 Cretan. Yeah, 3 Balearics, 1 Cretan. And then he has 2 Cav, Carthaginian Cav, 2 Carthaginian Hoplites, and a General's Bodyguard there. So very weak on Cav. That's going to be a little hard, I think, to deal with this. Here I have 2 versus 1 against this Numidian Noble, so it won't be able to do very much. It can't really get attacked or anything, but it won't really be able to skirmish very effectively against these 2 Cav. Here I'm just shooting. You can see his guys are in a thick formation, and I'm only going to shoot his Cretan Archer on this flank because the Cretan will die very fast on my Slingers, whereas the Balearic Slinger will take a while to die. You can see I've already killed off like 10 men almost, which is nice. And now I'm just going to get my rush going on here. You can see I'm just skirmishing. Here I'm going to let him shoot my Slingers a little bit here, just to waste a bit of ammo, and kill as many of these Cretans as I can before I feel like I should rush. Over here I'm shooting this Balearic, not really doing that much damage there. The Numidian Noble Cav lost 3 men already, so that's pretty good for my Germanic Scout Riders. But they are in the back lines here, and they're going to start pressuring me. Here my Fierce Swords are under fire a little bit, which is not great, even though he's not shooting them. Just defending my Cav from the Numidian Nobles here. Another volley here, but it does practically miss. I mean, it kills 1 guy, which is nice. Now I'm starting my rush. You can see I'm just running to the flank here. Basically, the key when you're rushing is just get around the flank or get through the middle. Like, get units through somewhere. Here, you can see I didn't even hit an attack order. That was probably stupid. but I'm mainly focused on getting my units in flank. He goes for the phalanx here. You can see he's trying to javelin my cav here. I was going to go right around this unit, pretty much. I only lose like 3 men from that javelin volley. Now the Samnite is going to get charged by my Oathsworn. This unit is going to get caught, but I've already killed off this Valeric Slinger pretty much, which is good. And I have a lot more cav, so I'm very much willing to sacrifice cav. And you can see what this is doing is it's forcing his units back, and now I have this. I'm attacking on this flank specifically because I had the extra Celtic warrior here. I had Fear Sword, Oathsworn, Fear Sword, Oathsworn, Fear Sword, but my Celtic was on the right. It's going to pressure this way. Always good to pressure the right because it will be the shielded side for your men. You can see, so any incoming fire here is going to be on the shielded side, whereas if you rush over here, you're going to get really badly flanked. Here I did miss Micro on this flank, and he's going to get a nice volley here, killing off like 13 men. That's a good charge, but now the Spear Sword's coming in. I almost mismicroed it, but I saw it, and the Spear Brothers are coming. You can see I don't have any melee cav over here on this flank, since I'm mainly pressuring this flank. And you can see I've already had a big success, which is to get this levy free around the flank entirely. Because now you can see it's drawing his support units, because if this levy free comes here, I have a cav in support and a Celtic in support. If this cav is charging it, it's not going to be good, because my cav can follow up, I can just juke this charge, and then these slingers are going to come under threat. When you're kiting, you really need your slingers to fire shots early on and not get pressured early. If they get pressured early, you're just not going to be shooting, and that's going to allow you to easily like pressure them, kill the infantry, and then you're just winning completely. Here my Oathsworn has not even engaged yet. It is just throwing javelins into this hoplite, which is kind of silly. Here I've charged in my Fear Sword. It's going to do very well in this fight. Can pull out this Spear Brother now. Samnite dying to my Oathsworn, and now you can see this Oathsworn has a free path, and I have 2 or 3 cav lined up to pursue down this flank. Over here, I'm not even using my cav. I don't really need to at the moment. I'm going to lose this fight here to the Samnite. The Samnites are much better. I'm also just skirmishing against these noble cav still. And you can see I also bring all my slingers to this flank, which is my like safe flank. I'm okay to lose this unit here. You can see he's going for a rear charge. I'm not really concerned. That's why I'm not even committing this Oathsworn yet. There's no real need to do so. If I get some committed, then I can get rear charge. Yeah, so he's going to kill this unit off, but it's okay with me. Again, all my units are on this flank now. You can see I'm rear charging units here. This Celtic warrior got in and engaged this Gallic warrior and Carthaginian cav. Nice rear charge from my mighty horse. These light Spear Brothers are just charging this unit in the back to get it to rout. And you can see my Oathsworn Gen is already inside here. And now that this Samnite commits, now my Oathsworn can commit here and just kill this unit off real quick. I could even dodge it, but might as well kill it off and then attack forward here. And you can see he's running out of units in reserve, and I'm just breaking through everywhere, especially when I win this fight and this fight. I'll really be rolling. You can see my slingers are all the way over here, well out of the fight, and my scout riders are here. Now these two are going to go around the flank and pressure the rear. I have cav in his rear. And again, I don't really care if I lose my slingers. I mean, I'm trying to protect it with this scout rider and this cav. But it's not a huge deal. This Gallic warrior breaks my Fear Sword. It can now break through. My general killing another Samnite warrior. I mean, beast. And over here, now he doesn't have much cav left. I'm breaking through. Just charging everywhere, pretty much. Getting into his slingers here. I think he should have been more defensive with his Numidian cav. You don't really want them to be flanking around the rear. You want them to be sitting here so that if my cav flanks, like imagine if his jab cav was just sitting here the whole time. My jab cav was here. These cav that came behind would be under constant threat, and same with another Numidian cav here, right? I couldn't really flank all the way around because these jab cav would just shoot them in the back. So that would be definitely better, and they're not doing anything behind. Like they could eventually kill my slingers, but that's not really a problem for me, since I'm not really attempting to use them in the late game. I want to just win straight up. My Oathsworn are tired now, but I'm breaking in here. He's committing all his units here, but he doesn't have any infantry support. This Lydian hoplite is not doing anything. And this hoplite's out of position. It really shouldn't be chasing my cav. It needs to be here. So, sort of a fast battle, but I guess that was rushing well and winning, so the name lived up to its hype. But you can see, yeah, his slingers didn't really get that many shots off, and I was able to pressure them, and that's pretty key to stopping a rush. So I guess we have time for more battles. So we'll save like this. We'll go maybe something on the lower end. Oh, here's a Lusitania Arabasi. That's interesting. I guess these battles are 2v2. So yeah, we'll do this against the Fado. Lusitania Arabasi Iberian matchup. Veteran spears. Or not veterans. Scutaria spears. Yeah, see, I remember I had an army. It was 3 cav, which is sort of scary. But you get way better infantry. I actually like this army a lot. I have to try this army again. So okay, Iberian matchup, pretty standard stuff. The key for Lusitani is you really can't get baited into like bringing in heavy infantry army. Even if Arvasi goes for that, it's fine for them because they have better cav. But since you can only really bring 4 cav plus Jav cav, and your whole infantry corps dies to slingers, I really think that it's crucial for Lusitani to bring slinger army. And you can see like I only have 3 cav, sure, but I have 2 Jav cav to support my flanks. I have 5 slingers, 3 Balearics here, and 2 Iberian slingers. And I also have 4 Scutarii spears, 4 veteran shield warriors, Lusitani noble, and an Iberian sword in reserve. So it's like my cav advantage is not there, but at the same time, I have so many supporting frontal units here, all 4 of these guys, that if he wants to go for any charges, it's going to be very difficult, right? He's going to take javelins from 2 lines of units, and I won't use my cav that aggressively unless I see a really good opportunity. Since I need my cav alive to protect my slingers will easily win against his, unless he also brings this kind of army, in which case it's sort of a draw. But his cav is better, but it's not gonna. He has to use it wisely, basically, or my slingers will kill it. So yeah, I just went over my army there. His army, he's got 2 Cantabrian cav also. He has some Scutarii spears and Iberian spears in the front line. Looks like 2 and 4 Iberian, no, like 3 Iberian spears, 2 Scutarii spears, something like that. He has 2 noble fighters here. He has Scutarii, Iberian sword, Scutarii. So a bit better melee line because he has these 2 noble fighters, but the Scutarii will lose badly to my veteran shield warriors. His slinger line is Iberian, 3 Iberians only, and then he has 1, 2, 3 Celt Iberian cavalry and 1 noble cav gen. You can see I'm immediately just going to start shooting his, I guess, I don't know if I'm targeting the slinger or the actual Scutarii, it doesn't really matter. His gen is in range, I should immediately just target the general. But yeah, you can see losing a lot of men there. I'm just going to run with my slingers back. I'm not going to try to fully kite, I don't really need to. But you can see here he's going to go for a charge, but I'm just going to stand here, absorb the charge. Oh, I didn't get a javelin line, that was silly, I should have just stood there. But you can see my Cantabrian cav are firing even, and all my slingers can shoot it. So yeah, he will win this fight now, but he's already lost 11 men, and this unit's going to be very hard to use in the late game. And you can see, yeah, losing even more men. And now I just charge my veteran shield warrior in, and it'll do very well in this fight. Here I don't have any cav support. I'm pulling this unit out though, so we'll be able to hit his gen. If he goes for this charge with his gen, it'll be very... Again, here's a nice opportunity for me, because he's not going to get any javelins off. Here he does get his general into this fight though, which is pretty nice. But again, I have a lot of spears here. I'm falling back with my slingers, aggressing on this flank here, and you can see my veteran shield warriors are doing very well in this fight, because he's charged his Scutarii in a bit early. Over here, Scutarii winning against Iberian, he has to charge first with the Scutarii, now I charge with my veteran shield warriors, kind of the idea. General's gone in there, got good kills on my veteran shield warriors, going to make my center very, very easy to collapse on. And you can see this Iberian sword is getting engaged, but I have this veteran shield warrior in reserve, which is very nice. And I'm starting to shoot his noble fighters there. Here again, he goes for charges on my spears. Not really concerned about that. Gonna get a counter charge. These guys shouldn't rout, but you can see I'm also shooting his cav very aggressively with my slingers. Once I kill like 1 or 2 more cav, I'm in completely winning position. Especially because I have these Cantabrian cav in good positions on the flank to stop any cav from aggressing. And you can see these guys rout, but they will come back. Over here, my slingers can just focus whatever target they need. Baiting this noble fighter in, and now it turns back. It's like, yeah, I don't want to be here, and now it's going to get shot in the back. You can see that was my focus target. I'm also focusing this noble fighter here. I only have an Iberian swordman engaged here. I don't even engage my veteran shield warriors. Now a fresh vet shield warrior is going to come in here against first this Scutarii spear, killed off very quickly, and then come into here against this noble fighter. And it should do really well there, because noble fighters aren't down to 83, and this guy's 118 men. My Lusitani noble is not yet engaged, which is nice. Here, again, his cav is very weak. I have spear support, not really an issue. He only has 2 cav left that are pretty healthy. This guy's pretty weak. I only have 3 cav that are not engaged though. But you can see as soon as this cav enters the fray, I just come here with all my units and just throw javelins in here, shoot them with slingers. And he has a nice double charge here, but this unit is unsupported. It's going to die very easily. Here I can just go into melee against this other Cantabrian cav. That battle will take an eon to end. My veteran shield warriors are cleaning up the flanks where they are engaged, which is nice because again they are very much better units. And you can see his slingers haven't really done anything this whole game. They can try to shoot up my weak units, but it's difficult because his slingers are so trash, whereas mine are so good. So I think, yeah, and the other thing is, if our Vasi brings the same slingers, otherwise they have worse slingers and you'll be fine. If they bring the same slingers, or maybe like 3 Iberians and 2 Balearics, you can win with your infantry then, because you can just do a slinger war, tie that, or win it, depending, and then your infantry just rolls the infantry of our Vasi if there's no slingers involved, because veteran shield warriors are just beasts. You can see they got really good kills here. My Lusani Noble didn't really do anything yet, but his cab just got way too aggressive and they just all kind of died. So, yep, that's another interesting battle. I guess we can do one more. These have been kind of slow, unfortunately, or kind of fast. I mean, what about Swaby? Meh. I played that battle. Nuriai Gatai. Let's go. I don't know. Here we have some Armenia. No, that game was in one of my videos already. Tilis Parthia, Plus AF. Alright, that could be good. Crazy. Oh, this game was actually crazy. Cata Chaos, that's a crazy game too. Let's do this close AF game against Bacchus. This was this matchup was being played a lot, where I believe Tilis can hold, and it's when as Tilis. Actually, it's not even that hard if you do the right things, and Parthia brings kind of the wrong. But yeah, so if levy free, just way better. You're sort of banking on your infantry being way better. Oh yeah, this game's actually insane. Wait, did I not record this game? No, okay, I didn't. So, Tilis versus Parthia, 4 structure games, so I've brought 4 raiding horse here. Obviously you need these guys, otherwise your 4 structures will just kill your entire army. I've got 3 Thracian Peltists for anti-cataphract maneuvers, 3 noble horse. These guys are really trash, especially against cataphracts, but you don't really have any other options as Tilis. Then up front, Levy Freeman is charge bait for them. 3 tribal warriors to kill Parthian infantry, and then 3 Thracian warriors because they're very good against Cav. Here you can see Bacchus' army chasing my raiding horse around. He's got 3 Sarmatian horse archers here, already trying to get some shots on my raiding horse. Good idea for sure. Over here, his main line, he has 3 Parthian foot. You can see I'm just shooting those arrows there, but he's already gaining good positions on me, so this is not good. You can see I move a Levy Freeman over there. Anyway, he has 3 Parthian foot. He has Hillman. He also has 4 Parthian swords, maybe, which is quite a few Parthian swords for this matchup. But yeah, 4 Parthian swords. He has a Royal Cataphract Gen, some Eastern Spearmen here. So 3 Eastern Spearmen, 2 Hillmen, 4 Parthian swords, Camel Cataphract, Eastern Cataphract, Royal Cataphract, and a Noble Blood Cavalry. Getting some nice shots on his camels there, and you can see he's already getting shots on my Levy Free, and they are obviously going to take damage very quickly. So I'm just going to have to run forward here. No other way about it. My Jab Cab have a good surround going right now, which is very nice and definitely useful because you want to be able to corral these horse archers and not let them affect the mainline fight too much. You see, my Levy Freemen are actually like already dead pretty much, just from running in here, especially once they get javelin. But I'm not really worried about it. You can see I just fall back. Don't really avoid those javelins, which is unfortunate, but not the most casualties. You can see he's already shooting my horse too. I should really be running at this point. Running away with this raiding horse since he has a massive amount of horse archers there. Now I just sort of need to be careful. I should be engaging fast as I can, but it's dangerous because you don't want to get charged by those cataphracts, so you want your Levy Free to be in front still. Here you can see I'm getting this noble horse onto the flank, trying to maybe get a charge here. Yeah, I'm gonna get away from this fight though. Oh, that's bad. But you can see I actually do get my Levy Freeman out in front of this. And now I just have to accept this engagement. It's not really great because he gets a good charge. And you can see that he gets a second charge here and just roll my entire Thracian unit, which is really not ideal. Here I slow this unit down with a rear charge. Over here the fight is coming in too. Levy Freeman actually ties everything down here. It's perfect. So now my noble horse can come in and then my Thracians can get in. Here Tribal is going to do very well against Hillman. not a surprise. Okay, Camo Cataphract got completely destroyed by these two Thracian Peltas. That's basically the idea, right? You're going to use the Thracian Peltas to destroy Cataphracts. I already got one Cataphract down, which is really great. This Cataphract is being tied down, and you can see I'm getting as many javelins as possible into this blob. Killing 20 men already, not bad. My general should not be taking this fight, but he is. And you can get a trample charge too. And you can see all the javelins into my general. This is really bad. I didn't have any support. I should really not be doing that. This Cataphract barely loses any men. My general is pretty much dead. Here's Noble Bloodcav is playing on the flank. Whatever, not really a big deal. My Thracians could cycle here, and you can see I have a bunch of reserve units now. You can see javelins coming in, killing a lot of Cataphracts. So what Cataphracts does he have? He has 29 men here, and his Royal Cataphract, and this unit, which is going to die. I think he got a little too aggressive here in chasing, because now when you're in the blob of Thracian Peltas, you're just going to die pretty much instantly. My general does die though, and now my morale is really shit for a bit here, and I need to be extremely careful. I am winning a lot of these infantry fights, as you'd expect, but you can see like he's got a Cataphract in my back lines here. I do have this one noble horse left to defend against it, so I will use it probably. No, I actually have two, so that's kind of good. So I just have to charge in here. I try to dodge with this noble horse unit, which is good. And you can see now my Thracians are getting into this fight. My Thracian Peltas are... I don't know if I'm running away. Yeah, I'm running away with them so I can just fire. But because my morale is so shit here, I'm really in danger of losing a lot of men to just rout. So you can see I try to pull back from the Cataphract here. And I'm just kiting. I mean, I'm winning a lot of the infantry fights. My Javcav finally are getting into his archers, which is very useful. Here I'm chasing down some of his horse archers. And here finally I'm getting into his gen. He does get a charge though, so this is going to be really bad for my noble horse. They're probably just going to die here. But if I can kill off a lot of his Cataphracts with my Peltas here, I'll be in good shape. Because over here, his noble Bloodcav is only 28 men. My Levy Freeman should do okay here, especially because I have these Peltas nearby. Thracians, going to lose the Parthian swords, but I have a tribal in support here. It is kind of losing. But you can see all this fire coming in here is just killing off his gen and this other Cataphract, so my noble horse are actually the most healthy cav on the field now, which is definitely useful. This Cataphract's getting into my Thracian Peltas. I should be able to just hold though. And here I'm trying to collapse. I need to collapse on these archers, because these archers are definitely dangerous. And you know, left alive, they will just shoot up my cav. You can see they're shooting my cav right now. His Parthian sword's on the flank still alive. Here I'm trying to kill off this last sword with a unit that came back from routing. But what do I have? I have 1, 2... Yeah, I have 2 Javcav left only. That's pretty much it. And plus this small Javcav, which is probably going to route this Parthian foot archer, which is very useful. I still have good cavalry left though. 15 here, 12 here. Yeah, they're going to do well here. Probably finish off these Cataphracts since they're not going to be able to get a lot of charges. And I have this Levy Free support. He's going to have Parthian swords here. I'm going to have tribals though. 2 tribals left. He will have horse archers though. And his horse archers, his general just died, you can see, because the morale is so bad. But he will have these horse archers left, and they're going to be able to do good damage. They still should have ammo left. I'm trying to use this time where he had his unit, his general die, to rout off these final units so that I can actually just reform and reorganize. Cataphract's finally all dead, and now I'm just trying to regroup. You can see he doesn't have much left on the field, but the horse archers have ammo, so... And since my general's dead, my morale is going to be pretty trash. So it'll all come down to how much damage you can do with the 2 horse archers. And he has 3 Eastern Spearmen here, which are not going to be too bad. And these 2 Parthian swords, 64 and 29 men. But he can use this to get rear shots. So there you can see horse archers getting nice rear shots here on my men. I really don't have a choice but to engage. The faster I engage, I figure the better for me. I'm a bit worse in the fatigue department, but my support is very close here. And I want to just take these Parthian swords out. If I can take these Parthian swords out, I can just defend against the horse archers. Oh, sorry, he has 3 horse archers, so that's going to be very, very good for him. I'm trying to get a rear charge here. Noble horse coming in for a rear charge. These guys are goners against the HA, so I might as well just charge them in and do all the damage I can. 54, Thimble Chaperone tribals. You're tired against winded units, though, so... Again, he has just more men than me, but these guys are on shittier morale, so they are going to start routing with the rear charge there. And now it's pretty much down to his horse archers, but again, everyone's morale is trash, and the horse archers have good ammo. Nice shots here. They could be a little better, a little more from the rear. Here I'm finally going to come in with a massive rear charge with my raiding horse. My raiding horse will be crucial to killing these horse archers though. Like I want my, well, at least even if they run out of ammo, right? If all my units are weak, these horse archers can win. Not sure about going to melee there though. I think if you still have ammo, you should save it. He does route the levy free, but he probably didn't anticipate still having ammo on these Thracian pelters, but they did. And now you can see all these shots from the horse archers are really causing morale problems. I'm trying to keep this unit out of combat because I feel like I can save him. And I want to save him so that I can kill these Eastern Spears here. I finally route this Parthian sword though, and that really helps my morale. It's just these guys just route though. They're very tired and getting shot. And now you can see why this is so dangerous, because my tribals are literally inches away from routing all the time. He's not going to engage yet. He needs to just shoot up this tribal and then see what he can do from there. You can see easily there's all dropping. Charging in here again. I guess they were out of ammo. Maybe just to distract, but I'm not sure to play there. You can see again these tribals getting shot and they're very close to rout. They're going to be exhausted. Figure they're going to rout soon here. The good thing though is I have Thracian Peltis left, and these guys have the wider formation, so they shouldn't really be able to die to the arrows so fast. And you can see I'm immediately using my javelins there to throw on these guys. You can see they have so low HP. All the javelins are basically killing men if they hit, and they're almost routing every time that I shoot them with anything, even if there's a few men. Now I just shoot these Eastern Spears because they were the healthiest thing left alive. And he won't let me shoot his cav anymore, I don't think. But I only have like one raiding horse left. My other raiding horse had routed. So now it goes in for a charge. Maybe ill-advised without infantry support though. Because now my raiding horse gets a counter charge here. Yeah, I'm not sure that Bog has played the endgame so well here. But still, my guys are only, my pelters are only winded, which is very useful. And they don't have the worst morale at the moment, which is also very useful. And his Eastern Spears can't really stand up to the Thracian Peltis. These guys are beasts in the endgame. Nice rear charge, but ultimately, these Eastern Spears shouldn't really be able to do much. Thracian Peltis clutch out the game and, yep, finish it off. That was a really close game though. That's a really interesting matchup. I think it's a pretty fun one. Parthia probably has the edge. I mean, they've played properly. But it's still close. I think Tillis is the only barbarian faction besides Boa that really has an interesting way to counter Parthia. And that's just because they have the right tools. The raiding horse, the Thracian Peltis, the Thracian warriors. It's weird. It's definitely weird. But it can work. I think if Parthia full kites though, it's pretty tough to deal with it. Definitely don't need 4 Parthian swords or anything like that. Bring 6 cataphracts, 5 cataphracts, something like that. Let's see, do I have that game where I have 6 cataphracts? It has to be a while ago. But it might be here. I guess not, unfortunately. Alright, well, anyway, I was trying to find a game that I don't have, so that's 3 replay reviews, random replay reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll just keep doing this because I'm bored and I have a lot of games in here, as you can see, and I don't know, I want to commentate them, I suppose. Don't really have anything better to do, so, yep, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Peace.